Hi everyone, this session will cover the differential diagnosis of a child presenting with a cough or difficulty breathing. Okay, so obviously there's something with regards, there's a pathology in the pulmonary system, the pulmonary structures. Okay, so one of the top d- differential in a child presenting with a cough or very difficult breathing is that you kind of first seem to think of pneumonia. Okay. So what are the clinical features or the signs that will kind of hint us to a pneumonia? Okay. So there are about seven things that we need to think about. Okay. So these things are cough with fast breathing. So basically, um, there is tachypnea. Okay. Tachypnea, essentially an increase in the respiratory rate. So it's kind of in this case, very important to kind of revise the normal respiratory rate for children. So we have three categories under differentiating the differentiating fast breathing in children less than 2 months old. So we have children less than 2 months old. We have age 2 to 11 months. Okay, so it's less than 2 months. We have 2 to 11 and 1 to 5 years. Okay, 12 months essentially. So it's 1 to 5 years. Okay, just use the color. Okay, so less than 2 months old. Anything more than or equal to 60 is fast. 2 to 11 months old, it's 50. 50 or more is tachypnea, and 1 to 5 is 40. So we can see it kind of decreases as they get older. Okay, so 60, 50, 40, listen to 2 to 11, 1 to 5. The second feature is lower chest wall indrawing, okay, for pneumonia. So lower chest wall indrawing. Third one is fever. Okay, so raised temperature. Okay, so then what is the normal temperature in children? So basically anything, just see, yeah. So essentially from 0 to 12, we have 36.4 to 37.3. So you just have to check your guidelines regarding the temperature limits. So raised fever or raised temperature, cause crackles or auscultation. Okay, cause crackles on auscultation. So there are two types of crackles. There are fine crackles and you have coarse crackles. So I like to try to understand this by having an image of the lungs. So basically, you have your trachea, there you have your bronchi, your bronchioles, right? All going into your lungs. Okay. So essentially, usually with pneumonia, there's a type of infection in the lung parenchyma, right? And there's basically a fluid. It can be anywhere in the lung, essentially. Okay, so let's say, for example, it's over there. So essentially, the pus formation from the inflammatory response leads to that fluid, and that leads to friction in the interstitial space in the lungs, and that causes the coarse crackles of auscultation, and then nasal flaring. So the nasal flaring essentially is that the the baby wants to get as much um, oxygen in as possible. Okay, the next one is grunting, and the last feature of pneumonia is head nodding. Okay, so those are features giving more in tune with the pneumonia if the child presents with cough or difficulty breathing. Um, The second differential diagnosis of cough with difficulty breathing is that of a malaria. So, what are the features that could lead us to think that this is a malaria? Okay, so generally there are about five differentials under here. So under here you get kind of fast breathing in a febrile child. Okay, fast breathing. So the cochlea essentially in febrile child, so essentially there's high fever. In the same case, in the pneumonia as well, it's also kind of high fever. But in this case, if you do a blood smear on this child, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be in malaria high risk areas. Um, but on a blood smear, if you see high parasitemia, um, definitely indicative of malaria. And then, okay, live in or travel to malarious area. Okay, so depending on your history, there is traveling history regarding malaria exposure. We should put here on history. And then if it's severe malaria, now severe malaria, you get a deep acidotic breathing as well as lower chest wall indrawing. Okay, and then on auscultation, the chest is clear. Okay, so clear chest on auscultation. Okay, if we the next differential is that of a severe anemia. Okay, so a severe anemia can also present um, with a cough or difficulty breathing. So there are just two kind of cardinal signs for a severe anemia, essentially. Um, so here we're thinking about, as here we're speaking about more of severe pulmonary pallor. So if a child has severe pulmonary pallor and we do a hemoglobin test and the hemoglobin is less than 6, okay, that is definitely severe anemia. Okay, I'm just gonna, The fourth differential is cardiac failure. Okay. Um, there's more hard signs. Okay. So I think I can remember it as lung pathology. So we started with pneumonia, malaria, anemia. Maybe I can remember it as more of a systemic type of problem. Um, the next differential, keeping in line with the the lungs, is TB. Okay, TB, tuberculosis. So there are about six cardinal signs for TB. Okay, the first cardinal sign is chronic cough. Okay, and usually more than 30 days. Poor growth or wasting is another feature. So checking the anthropometry, essentially weight loss, okay? Weight loss. The child will also have a positive man-2 test. A positive man-2 test kind of suggests TB. Positive contact history with a TB patient. So again, in terms of history, contact history, um, a diagnostic checks X-ray showing primary complex or malaria tuberculosis. So if you do the chest X-ray and find a primary complex or malaria TB, think that suggests TB as a cause of the chronic flu cough and difficulty breathing. And the last one is a positive sputum in the older child. So usually in the older child, um, a positive sputum would hint for TB. Okay. Um, the next one is pertussis. Okay. So what are the cardinal features of pertussis? Okay, so there are about four cardinal features for pertussis. Um, so essentially, there's paroxysms of cough, um, paroxysms of cough, followed by a whoop, okay, vomiting, cyanosis, or apnea, okay, followed by a whoop or vomiting or cyanosis or apnea. Okay, so let's just have a look. Okay, so for pertussis, there's paroxysms of cough, followed by whoop, vomiting, cyanosis, or apnea. Then there's the patient is well between bouts of cough. The third one is, okay, there's no fever in pertussis, and there's no history of DPT immunization. Okay? Just want to confirm DPT immunization. So DPT is diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis vaccination. So it's essential to ask regarding the immunization for pertussis. Um, so what could also be in the lungs is a foreign body. Okay. Basically, the cardinal signs for foreign body essentially is a sudden onset, a state of sudden choking. Okay. Um, Sudden onset of stridor or respiratory distress. So, sudden stridor or respiratory distress. And the third cardinal sign is focus areas of wheeze or reduced breath sounds. Okay. Okay. Um, the next part of the differential diagnosis is that of an effusion or empyema. Now we have fluid in the interstitial space. Okay. So the cardinal signs for an effusion or empyema, the two main cardinal signs are stony tolerance to percussion, as well as air entry absent. Okay, so there's no air entry. Okay, because there's so much fluid that's occluding the alveolar. Okay, and the bronchioles. So still part of the lungs. The next one is that of a pneumothorax. Okay. Okay. So the cardinal signs of pneumothorax consist of so in the history there's a sudden onset of comfort difficulty breathing. Okay, so it's usually a sudden onset. Then on percussion, there's hyperresonance on one side of the chest. Okay, hyperresonance on one side of the chest, and there's a shift in the mediastinum. Okay, pause it for pneumothorax. Shift in mediastinum. So there's a tracheal deviation as well. Okay, so thinking of tracheal, tracheal deviation. Okay. Um, the next one is a pneumocystis pneumonia. Okay, pneumocystis pneumonia. So you spoke about pneumonia. Maybe I'll just branch that from a pneumonia. So it's predominantly in the HIV population. Okay, so in the HIV population, we're thinking of a pneumocystis pneumonia. Okay, ordinal signs for pneumocystis pneumonia include a 2 to 6 month old child with central cyanosis. Okay, hyperexpanded chest is a hyperexpanded chest. Fast breathing, finger clubbing. Okay, so tachypnea, clubbing, um, chest X-ray changes, but chest clear on auscultation. Okay, so on auscultation, okay, the chest is clear, but on a chest X-ray, there are some chest X-ray changes. Okay, you're thinking perhaps of a consolidation, perhaps. Enlarged liver, spleen, and lymph nodes. Okay. Just want to confirm the chest X-ray findings of pneumocystis pneumonia. So we have bilateral diffuse open pedihyoventricular interstitial opacification, which may appear somewhat granular. Let's get the explanation. Okay, enlarged liver, spleen, lymph nodes, and obviously HIV test positive in mother or the child. Okay, so that's the pneumocystis pneumonia. So those are the lung pathologies. Some cardiac pathologies include, so those are lung pathologies. Some cardiac pathologies includes your cardiac failure. Okay, and the cardinal signs, 6 cardinal signs for the cardiac failure. Okay, so you will have a raised JVP. Okay, you have a displaced apex B to the left. Okay, so okay, displaced apex B to the left. We also have a gallop rhythm. Okay, so gallop rhythm would be is T. Okay, just going to confirm that. Okay, so it's a pathological is 3. And then just see odd mama, so could definitely be certain mamas which you can odd histology. Basal fine crackles, basal fine crackles indicating a pulmonary hypertension, and then enlarged thoughtful liver there, which means for that venous congestion. Okay, so that's essentially our cardinal signs for cardiac failure. And then another differential under cardiac would be congenital heart disease. Okay, so for congenital heart disease, we have four cardinal features. So for congenital heart disease, we have cyanosis. We have difficulty in feeding or breastfeeding. Okay, difficulty feeding or breastfeeding. We have enlarged liver, okay, hepatomegaly, and we have a melanoma. Okay, cool. Depending on the heart pathology, there would be different kinds of murmurs, essentially. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is the differential for a child presenting with cough or difficulty breathing. So the child will have, so in terms of lung pathology, there's a pneumonia, there's an HIV, a pneumocystis pneumonia, there's TB, there's pertussis, foreign body, fusion or empyema, pneumothorax. No systemic things, we have malaria and severe anemia. And more cardiac pathology, we have congenital heart disease as well as cardiac failure.